Hi, Jill here. I decided to post another video because people seem to like the last one. I am in week 4 of my quarantine, and I have to be honest, I'm getting a little restless. I think this is the longest in years I've been quarantined, and usually when I'm quarantined, I'm sick. So I don't care. But I'm well this time, and I do care. I want to go out. I just talked to my dad, and we decided the first thing we want to do is go out to eat to Roadhouse and get steak. And I want to go Hobby Lobby. So that's the first thing we're doing. All this is over. So today I kind of want to talk about like the employment issue, because I know a lot of people unfortunately lost their job due to this virus. So I want to kind of tell a little background about me. So I apologize if the video's a little bit long, but I think it's important. So, I know what you're going through. Sorta. Full disclosure, for those who don't personally know me, I have a disability. I don't want to go into details right now, but the biggest thing you need to know for this story is it affects my immune system. So, I have a bachelor's degree in social work. I actually have it hung up right there. So yeah, I had Ang in my office and I had a job. And over here, I have my license in social work. It's the one in the bottom middle. So it took me a little longer to get those for health reasons, but I got them, and I'm proud of them. So I worked for 4 years. I was a counselor at an alcohol and drug rehabilitation facility, and I was also one of a few counselors who could diagnose mental health illness. So I did that as well. It was a good job. I liked my job. I loved my coworkers. And I like to think they love me too. But who knows? So I did that, but unfortunately started to take a toll on my health. I began getting sick like all the time, which I had never done in my adult life. I've gotten sick, but not all the time, like I was then. So I talked to my doctor, and he thought it would be best if I quit working. So I talked to my parents and my nurse who's been with me for years, and we decided that he was right. My doctor was right. It was literally the hardest decision I've had to make so far. Because so much of our identity is wrapped up in our job. I mean, when we introduce ourselves to new people, one of the first things we tell them about ourselves is what we do, or what we are. Hi, I'm Jill Williams. I'm a counselor. And, when I quit my job, I didn't have that identity anymore. And it kind of made me depressed. And, I could say I'm a social worker, but so what? My license is a non-practicing license now, according to the National Social Worker website. So big deal. So I became really down. So I met with my pastor to see if he could give me some insight. And he gave me a scripture that he told me to meditate on every day. So I did. And I would like to share that scripture. If you want to follow along, it's Psalm 139, 1-6. And I'm reading from the NLT, which is one of my favorite versions. O Lord, you have examined my heart and know everything about me. You know when I sit down or stand up. You know my thoughts even when I'm far away. You see me when I travel and when I rest at home. You know everything I do. You know what I am going to say even before I say it, Lord. You go before me and follow me. You place your hand of blessing on my head. Such knowledge is too wonderful for me, too great for me to understand. So I did what he said. I meditated on it. And, what it tells me is, one, God is always with me. And, even when the day I gave my resignation, he was with me. And the day I cleaned out my office, he was with me. And the days that I sat at home feeling down, he was with me. And I could have talked to him at any time. But oddly enough, I really didn't. I think my spiritual health was suffering too, a little bit. And the second thing I got is, I'm a child of God. It doesn't say that in here specifically, but that's still what I got from it. Because, he's in my life. He's always with me. I'm his child. And so I may have lost the identity of counselor, but I'll always have the identity of child of God. And when you think about it, isn't that like the number one identity we have? Since then, I've also remembered that I have other great identities. I'm a daughter, a sister, an aunt, a friend. And technically I am still a social worker. I even have a couple friends who sometimes they will ask me, they answer questions from a professional perspective. They always start it with, you're a social worker. So, I guess you do help me keep that identity. Just remember who you are. You're a child of God. And God's always with you. So, if you are feeling down or worried, or you're worried about, money, because I know that's a big thing, you can talk to God about it, and He will comfort you. He will, as it says, place His hand of blessing on you. I know this video is long, but I want to share one more quickie. I was going to share this, but I read it today during my devotional. This is Colossians 3:12. As God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. So I will leave you with that today. So thank you for listening. Until next time.